Hello everybody, I am Eddie McDaniel, welcome back to Critical Point, and last time we got to ending number 7, and now let's see what ending number 8 is. I imagine it's going to be fairly similar to the last one since all the choices are the same, except for this one. We're going to not allow Elise to leave just yet, so okay. I decided that I'd better not allow her to leave just yet. She sat up straight as if she were dazed. We had to keep our sights on the realities of our situation. Now, wait right there.
わかりました。
Elise nodded in acknowledgement. As I read the rest of the report, my suspicions of Carla continued to deepen. I was certain once I saw the section about investigation of her family. It looked like having Elise involved in what had to come next would be a bit cruel for her. But if Carla was our saboteur, she might be too much for me to handle alone. Yes, she is. She definitely is. She's got a knife. She's got hopped up on drugs. She's going to stab you repeatedly, and you're gonna die. After I'd finished the report, I knew what I had to do. Elise, come with me.
はい。
We left the room and headed for Carla's office.
いらっしゃいタイ。何のご用かしら。それとも何か分かって。
Carla seemed like her usual self as she welcomed me with a smile. Okay, this is probably going to be more or less the same, so I'm going to somewhat skip. I'm going to go slow so that if anything is different or if Elise pipes in, I'll have it. But if it's all the same, then I will skip directly to the end thing.
ぜひとも聞きたいわね。
Oh, there we go already. Elise seemed uneasy as she stood beside me. I got straight to the point. I don't mean to impose, but is your child doing okay? It's
ええ、もちろん元気よ。
It's no longer a good news, bad news situation, I guess. It's just, hey, what's up with your kid? Has he been kidnapped or something? I shifted slightly so that I could draw my gun in an instant. That's odd. Your ex-husband and child went missing about 2 weeks ago. You liar. I told her what Colonel Coyote's report had said. Carla's expression changed as I watched. Okay, now it changed. Her ex-husband and child had vanished without a trace, kind of like that show. Law and Order, Criminal Intent. That's the one.
それは。
Mm-hmm. If it was regular... That was quite obvious. Yep. It had to be abnormal if we couldn't... Carla, she...
ああ、
Yep. Yep. She gradually became more and more flustered. It looked like now was as good a time as any. Will you tell me the truth? Yeah, she's going to tell you the truth and then she's going to try and kill you. After a moment of silence, Carla heaved a sigh. Yep, nope. She replied and sat down. Yep.
私の経歴は調べ尽くした。
Yep, seen it.
つい最近知ったんだけど。
My husband, ex-husband, enemy plans, some sort of daisy or something, I don't know. Pretty much what I expected, that made the reason for the disappearance quite obvious. So your child is a
え
hostage.
え、そう。
Yep, I know. Carla admitted this weekly. I continued with my questions. Why didn't you send me away? I'd only blah blah blah.
どうせすぐ次が送り込まれてくる。
Yep, I know. Her reasoning was flawless. She seemed to have accepted it already. Her voice remained steady. I continued with my questioning. Well, what's the enemy's plan?
私への指示は。
Temporarily disabled base human functions. It must have been a difficult choice for her. Lee stood quietly, slightly behind me and to my left, struggling to maintain her composure. She seemed like she was about to cry out, "Colonel, please, that's enough. You aren't the kind of person to do such a thing," air quotes, but she remained silent instead. Carla just shook her head sadly. Elise finally whispered something to herself, almost inaudibly. She seemed to say, "Humans have many different faces," air quotes. I didn't know that if that was what she had actually murmured, but that's what it sounded like to me. A strict base commander, a brave soldier, an adult woman, an innocent girl, a mother who thinks of her child before all else. These are just but a few of Carla's multiple personalities, apparently. This incident had brought forth the face of the protective mother, capitalized for emphasis. I observed Elise and Carla gazing at each other for a moment. Elise seemed to be pleading silently with Carla, trying to persuade her through the force of will alone. Well, we'll accept the responsibility of getting your child back for you. Carla suddenly laughed at me.
ここまでしてるのに今さらもう遅いわ
She stood up weakly. Here comes the knife and the drug use. Her expression, no, her entire face suddenly changed. She looked as though she were possessed. It looked like there was no other path left me but the use of force. Then you leave me no choice but to place you under arrest. I drew my pistol and pointed it at Carla. And then she drew a knife.
邪魔はさせないわ
Won't you please just let me interfere just this once? Something dropped from Carla's sleeve into the palm of her hand. It's a knife. It couldn't be picked up by a metal detector, because it's a ceramic clay knife or something. You think you can beat a gun with that? Of course she does, because
Max.
drugs. Druggy, drug, 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 druggity, drug,
M
drug.
部隊で
Druggy, druggy, drug, 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 drug. She's talking about drugs, and I can dig it.
代謝機能と精神
Metabolic
的制約を有
functions,
む
psychological
Ippon
control,
heishin,
normal
chojin
soldiers,
tekina
superhuman
chikaraを
strength, clears head, no
Atama
side
mo
effects,
saeru shi.
perfect. Sure. In other words, that's what she had used to attack the engineering personnel. And she dressed up appropriately to cast suspicion on Elise. Yes, she did. Elise seemed to have already figured that out. Her head hung down in anguish.
でもお
However,
蔵
its
入りになったわ
development put on hold. Use became too brutal. They could go after not just the enemy, but also an ally that wasn't held in good favor. Kind of like I am right now. Any user turned into a berserker.
なぜこんなことを教えたか
Why
わ
are you telling me this? Because you're
かる
about
そ
to
ろそろ
kill
出てきた
me.
わ効果が出るまで
Starting
に
to
時
look
間が
like
かかるのが
it might be
欠点
seen
というか
as a
欠点
fault. Okay. Not good. I squeezed the trigger without any further hesitation, and she darted off to somewhere. I heard the sound of air being sliced and something struck my body. Oh, god damn it again. Elise's hand had taken the blow meant for me. Oh, okay, that's good. I sensed something over my head and Elise vanished from my side. The next instant, I heard the sound of a blow above me and Carla ploughed into the wall, then slumped to the floor. Well, I've got a perfect angle to view all of this, don't I? It's just a wall and a bit of the earth there. Lunar landscape, yeah, beautiful. I'd rather look at this than an action scene between two hot chicks, any day. There we go. She must have cut her mouth. Blood flowed from it. Out of it. Whatever. But it was strange that the fight had ended so quickly. I'd done nothing during the battle of the superhumans. If Elise hadn't been there, I'd be dead now. Yep, no question about it. Yep, I know, I was just there. I saw it. Elise stood before me, shielding me from further attacks by Carla.
いやね科学の進歩って
Damn them all to hell! Carla spit out curses at her failure.
臨界量のマックスを打っても勝てないんじゃますます人間はお払い箱かしら
I trained my gun on Carla again, just to be sure. At the very least, I could protect Elise. Maybe. What makes me think that Elise needs protecting at all? She just saved me from being dead.
もうしないわよ無駄ですもん
Well, you give up pretty easy. Her possessions seemed to ebb away.
こうなることは予想してたいいえ私はこうなることを望んでいたのかもしれない
She smiled with relief. It was such a childlike smile. She must have been wanting this type of an ending. Now that I thought about it, she'd left so many clues for us. Now I could understand why she hadn't simply gotten rid of me. Inside Carla there was a mother and a soldier sworn to loyalty. They were locked in a battle for her soul. That seems fairly more epic than this game has delivered at all.
ちょっと出ててくれない身の回りの整理をしたいから
Typical woman, she's about to be arrested and thrown in jail for the rest of her life, or be summarily executed, and she wants to do a bit of cleaning. But that's the maid's job. You know, Riko. She's the maid, right?
いやねしないわよ証拠隠滅なんて
Why should I trust you? She laughed painfully.
私からもお願いします。
What? Elise, what the hell? Elise looked at me beseechingly. This went completely against every regulation. But it seemed that I didn't have much of a choice. Bullshit, I've got a gun! Alright, but I can't give you much time. Carla nodded slightly as she smiled with gratitude. Elise and I left Carla alone and went out to the hallway. And 3, 2, 1 gunshot, go back to see that Carla shot herself in the face. As soon as the door closed behind us, a shot rang out from within the room. I hadn't even read that yet. I looked away and said that, and then I read this. Yep, called it. Elise screamed in agony as she rushed back into the room. It was so very human-like for Elise to have misjudged Carla's intentions. I had suspected that this is what she had wanted to do, and my suspicion became a reality. In the end, we never did know which camp had gotten to Carla, nor what their intentions might have been. That would be a task for further investigation. Come back soon for Critical Point 2, Electric Boogaloo. More sex on the moon. I returned to Earth a week after resolving the situation on the moon. My actions on the moon were recognized, and soon I was promoted to Major. Major Pain in the Ass, that's what they called me. I had my own office, and the desk work increased right along with the increase in my responsibilities. I didn't receive any more life-threatening assignments. Still, I felt that there just had to be more to my life than my present course of action. I was uneasy. There was a knock on my door.
篠塚少尉、入ります。
What? With that announcement, the source of my uneasiness entered the room. Oh no, it's you. Soon after I had returned to Earth, she had somehow, I had my own ideas about exactly how, parenthetically, sex, gotten assigned to be a member of my staff. Both of those words mean penis.
広報部のモニカ・ブラウン記者が見えておられます。
Oh, hello, Monica. Let her in. I heard some stumbling footsteps out in the hallway.
旦那、入るぜ。
What? Where did you come from? Monica burst into my office. There you are. Monica hadn't changed a bit from the time I had met her on the lunar base. She still carried a big 3D camera and she still wore goggles constantly. The only difference was that they were military issue now and not civilian. After the incident, military public relations had picked her up because of the amount of secret information she had gathered.
よう旦那、何かいいネタないかい？
Yes, it's in my pants. Why don't you fish it out? How many times do I have to tell you there's nothing here?
だってここ情報部だろ？新鮮なネタがゴロゴロあるんと違うか？
There's nothing in intelligence for public consumption.
そうですそうです。
Rike laid down some supporting fire from where she stood beside me. This had almost become a ritual communication for us. Drop the scoop search scam. What did you come here for, really? I'm guessing sex. Three-way with Rico? Why not? Monica was at a loss for words. Her face was serious beneath her goggles.
そりゃだな。あのよ。
You want some of the dick? Go on, just say it. Would you take off those goggles?
いや、それは。俺、これ取っちまうと。
If you took them off, what? You'd get all lovey-dovey with me? If it's something personal, I won't listen to you while you're wearing those goggles.
旦那も本当に意地が悪いんだから。
Yes, I'm a right bastard. As she removed her goggles, her entire face blushed a bright red.
あの。
Shut up, cat. I'll get to you in a goddamn minute.
ご一緒しませんか?
You know, if I'd allowed her to keep the goggles, she would have gotten that out a lot faster. Just saying. Being able to ask this without wearing her goggles was a huge improvement for Monica. If having sex that one time had brought about such a change in her, I was very glad. All you need is not love, but sex. Fucking, if you will. After all, I had been Monica's first man. Am I to understand that you are asking me out on a date?
それは
Yep. Oh, I thought that was it. Rico interrupted suddenly.
ずるーい。お食事、私も一緒に行きたいです。
Damn it, Rico, calm your tits. We'll all go out to dinner together, and then we'll all have sex. How about that? Oh, brother. Rico will always be a child. Or maybe just the opposite. Well, what should we do about this?
私はレイコさんが行きたいのなら
じゃあ決まりね。
Oh, okay. With that, Rico plopped the documents that she had been cradling in her arms onto my desk.
少佐殿、これに早くサインしちゃいましょう。それで今日のお仕事は終わりですから。
I can't sign these without looking at them. What are you, insane?
大丈夫です。後で私が何とでもしますから。
The it she referred to is my penis. Now that was scary. I wound up finishing work early and went out with the girls.
ねえ少佐殿、私いい女になりました？
Not by a long shot. You still haven't had the sex. I'll sort you out later.
へえ、よとぎにはまだまだか。
何です？そのよとぎって。
She means sex. She means the fucking. The sexual intercourse. You know. We've done it before, Monica. You know. Oh, never mind. A series of fucking dots followed by 2 question marks. Is that all you can manage to get out, Monica? Really? Rico had terrible timing, bringing that subject up right now. Oh, holy shit, am I actually gonna get to 3-way this time? What?
今度私料理作りますから食べに来てくれませんか？
Okay. Sure, I'd be glad to.
よかった。
Isn't it? Monica really looked relieved. I just remembered, Rico told me that Monica had been attending cooking school. So, that meant that Rico was attending cooking school as well? Except why would Rico have to go to cooking school when she could make the computer on the lunar base produce such terrific food?
ああ、モニカさんばっかり。私も料理作ります。
Ladies, please, there's enough of my dick to go around. Monica blanched for some reason.
レイコさんがですか？
I had plenty of your cooking on the lunar base, Rico.
違います。打ち込みじゃなくって手作りの料理です。
Rico pouted at me. Child. I'll come over to your place for dinner sometime soon.
はーい、本当にですよ。
Rico jumped about joyously. These two are such wonderful girls. They had some faults, a lot of faults actually. Still, I didn't think I could choose between them if I had to, so I had them both. Together! Let's do this game for once. Oh well, who knows what will happen next? We have plenty of time. Oh really? No last minute sex scene with the both of them? I guess it's just implied. Anyway, there's... What? Hold on. What? 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 This is supposed to be ending number 8, not 9. What? 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 Hold on. What was different? Okay, tell him manual control. Talk to Rico some more, go to my compartment. It's always like this around here. Do as Lei Wang says. Have Rico order dinner for me. Give myself some lead time ahead for CIC now. Go on to CIC alone. I'll just leave her alone for now. I can't sleep with this kid. try to comfort her. Oh, that was different. The choice before, I tried to comfort her and I did the shower sex with Monica. To get ending number 8, I need to explain and try to gain her cooperation. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Well, that was unexpected, but I guess next time I will go through and get ending number 8 instead. And see what difference that makes. But anyway, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm Andy McDaniel, and until the next one, see yas.